Hi, welcome to the video on complementary angles. Complementary angles we talked about before in class. Basically a complementary angle, a pair of complementary angles are angles that when you put them together, you get 90. In class we talked about a lot of different adjacent complementary angles. Basically if they're stuck together, if they share a common ray, and you see this box typically, that means they're going to add up to 90, generally speaking. Typically you'll see something like this. See a diagram, you'll see that box there, and then you'll see one ray split it. Well, that means that if this whole big angle is 90, that means these two pieces better add up to 90. Another way you could see it is if instead you didn't see the box there, instead you saw the box on this side. Well, technically if this box is on this side, and this is a straight line, if this side's 90, we know 90 plus something has to give me 180 degrees. Well, 180 minus 90, turns out this side over here is going to be 90 anyway. So typically when you have a straight line split by a ray, and one of those angles is 90, you know the other one's got to be 92. Even if it's split into multiple pieces. Okay? So we're going to use that fact right here. Let me erase this. We've got two examples I want to do. The first example we see here, we've got a couple angles. This 2 plus 5x goes right here. I just didn't have enough space to put it in there. You've got 3x plus 8 here, and we have a box here which means 90 degrees. So like I just said before I erased it, if you see this box here and you see a straight line, then immediately you can fill in the fact that this angle here is 90 degrees. Angle BYZ is also 90. BYZ is made up of two smaller angles. It's made up of AYZ and BYA. So if I added those two smaller angles together, I should get the whole BYZ, which is 90. That's what we're going to do. We're going to add these two pieces together, and we should get 90. So we can write that down. We can say 2 plus 5x, which is BYA, 2 plus 5x, and I'm going to add it to the other angle, AYZ, 3x plus 8. And since just this part is 90 degrees, I'm going to set it equal to 90. I'm not going to set it equal to anything else. If you wanted to, and some people do choose to do this, they add this and 90. But if you do that, then you're adding all three of these things for the straight line. If you add all three of them, then you set it equal to 180 instead. I think this is a little easier though, there's less to add, so don't do more work if you don't have to. So after you write this step, you're going to combine like terms. So we see 5x and 3x, and they're both positive. So we add them up and we get 8x. And then after that, you see this 2, which is positive, and this 8, which is positive, positive 2 and positive 8 is positive 10. And then I just bring down the other side, equals 90. So this is a pretty easy equation to solve, 2 steps. Here's my x, 8 times x plus 10. I always want to get rid of this addition first. So the opposite of addition is subtraction. I'm going to subtract 10 from the left, subtract 10 from the right. Got to do it to both sides. That'll cancel my 10s. So all I've got left on the left side is 8x equals 90 minus 10, that's going to give me 80. And then one more step to solve this. This says 8 times x. I don't want to know what 8 times it is, so I need to get rid of it. Instead of multiplying by 8, I'm going to divide by 8. 8's are going to cancel here, and I'm going to find out that x is 10, which is good. To make sure that this is right, I'm going to take this 10 and replace it back up here. I'm going to substitute it in. So 3 times x, I really mean 3 times 10. So 3 times 10 is 30. 30 plus 8, that means this angle here is 38 degrees. So AYZ is 38 degrees. And this angle here, 2 plus 5 times x, that should be 2 plus 5 times 10. 5 times 10 is 50, 50 plus 2 is 52. Now I know these angles don't look like the way they should because I'm pretty sure your teacher messed up. I was supposed to put these in the different spots. But the point is, these two do add up to 90. 52 and 38 is 90 degrees, and that's fine. My drawing's a little off. But the math is right, and that's what matters. That's done. Let's try this one. This is basically the same idea. This one's a little easier. You see the box already in place. You don't have to worry about this side at all. If you'd like, you can put a box there, just because if this is 90, and this is a straight line, well, the other side's got to be 90 too. It has to add up to 180. But as far as I'm concerned, this part of the problem really doesn't matter to me. It has no effect. If I showed you a problem like this, it's the exact same thing. That extra line is just extra. So, same idea, this is 90 degrees, the two components have to add up to 90, the two pieces. So add these together in whichever order you'd like. I'm going to write down the 28 first. 28 plus 6x plus 2 equals 90. Because that's what that box means. I won't put the degree symbol in yet. I'll put it in at the end. Alright. So combine like terms again. Well, this time I only have 6x. There's no other x terms with it, so I just leave that alone. I'm just going to bring it down. But constants, I got 2 of them. I've got positive 28, I've got positive 2. 28 plus 2, that's 30. So 6x plus 30. And then I just bring down the 90. So, just like the last one, 2 steps. I want to get rid of the addition or subtraction first. So plus 30 means I need to do the opposite. I need to subtract 30. Subtract 30 here, subtract 30 here. Canceling those. Gotta leave my 6x, gonna bring it down. 90 minus 30 is gonna give me 60. And then I just have one more step, that says 6 times x, so I do the opposite. I divide by 6. These cancel, I get x is 10. Just a coincidence though, they were both 10. Not a big deal though. So again, just to make sure I'm right, I'm going to take this 10, plug it back in up here. 6 times x, I mean 6 times 10, that's 60. 60 plus 2 is 62. This angle is 28. If you add 28 and 62, you do get 90. So you know this is right. That's pretty much all you need to know about complementary angles for my class so far. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to let me know. You can email me, leave a comment in the box, just ask me in class. Any of those work, and I hope this was helpful, and I will see you soon. Have a good day.